A lot in there. We know that they are celebrating in Gaza, but it seems that it is premature. It seems that it is too early to start celebrating. Hamas, a short while ago, said that it had agreed to a ceasefire deal, that it agreed to a deal that it has been working on with mediators from Qatar, Egypt. This was a deal that was backed by the United States. But it didn't spell out exactly what the terms of the deal would be. Some of those terms are understood because they have been talked about in public forums before. Some of the terms, however, are not exactly clear. The general framework is that it would be a multi-phase deal, take place over several stages, and that the first phase would see 33 hostages who were kidnapped on October 7th by Hamas freed in exchange for a 40-day ceasefire, 40-day cessation of hostilities. And that if that went well, there would be other phases to follow. There are nearly 130 hostages believed to be still in Gaza, and 93 of them still alive, the others having died during captivity. The issue is Israel has not confirmed that those are the terms of a deal that it is willing to accept. These negotiations are being carried out in secret. There are not written documents that are exchanged, at least that we are aware of, or written documents that are published publicly. So we're seeing Hamas saying that it has accepted a version of the deal that the two sides were working on, but Israel, according to unnamed still Israeli officials, saying that this is a ruse, this is a pressure tactic, this is a way to make Israel look like it is the one rejecting the deal instead of Hamas. So it seems that both sides are talking in general terms about the same deal, but different interpretations of it. And of course, the devil is in the details. The main question is, will this now drive negotiations? Will this spur those talks to continue? Will the Israelis and Hamas, through Arab negotiators, get back to the negotiating table and try and work out the differences and come to an agreed set of terms?
Yeah.
We see some progress, but I do not expect that in the next 24, 48 hours, 72 hours, hostages are going to be coming out of Gaza and making that walk to freedom. That could change, but at this stage, it seems like the Israelis and Hamas are talking about different interpretations of the deal.
Well, just to give our viewers some of the backstory that you know about, Richard, right? We're talking about Arab negotiators from Qatar and from Egypt. And as you mentioned, these are sort of verbal agreements and may be interpreted in two different ways. Ultimately, there are hostages' lives at stake, but also we're talking about 1.4 million people who are now in Rafah. And Israel has mentioned that they plan to invade in some way or mount some sort of attack. What does this proposal mean for Israel's plans?
So, to take a step back, as you rightly are doing right now, this conflict has been going on for 7 months. There are roughly 130 hostages, some of them no longer living, still in Gaza. There have been about 40,000 Palestinians killed so far in this conflict. What Hamas has been asking for publicly is a permanent end to this conflict and a full withdrawal of Israeli troops. Israel has said that it will not accept that. Prime Minister Netanyahu says that Israeli troops will enter the last holdout city in Gaza, the city of Rafah, where more than 1 million Palestinians are sheltering. It looked like this morning that the Rafah invasion was about to start, and then just a short while ago, we saw this one-sided announcement from Hamas saying that it has accepted the deal that has been on the table, a deal endorsed by the United States in order to stop a Rafah invasion, potentially, in order to see hostage releases resume. But we have not, we've heard only from unnamed Israeli officials at this stage saying that is not their understanding of the terms of the deal. So we are waiting to see if there'll be more clarification or if they will go back into closed rooms and try and work out something that both sides can agree on.
All right. We know you'll be watching for us. NBC News Chief Foreign Correspondent Richard Engel. Thank you so much, Richard.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.